I had an absolute howler this weekend, right? The weather was proper miserable, and usually when there's just the faintest hint of rain, they just cancel the boot sales en masse. I didn't even check if it was on. I just assumed that is it, they're off. But lo and behold, of course they were on. So that's 2 weeks where I've missed the boot sales and 2 weeks without a video. But the thing is, eBay reselling never really stops, does it? And it turned out to be quite a busy weekend. I'll see if I can fill you in with what I got up to in the next minute. Even though I missed the boot sales, I didn't just sit on my hands. In fact, I found the toy sale at a local leisure centre. It was pretty baby and toddler focused, but I did fill up a bag. A lot of this stuff you'd see me sell before. Dino Charge Megazord there, got that listed for 30. Swim Fin, a couple of cool Pokemon plushes. Turn of Dinosaurs. I've got this Papo Brachiosaurus listed for 20. But this was a new one for me, a Ben 10 Omnitrix watch. That one's actually sold already. Sold it for 20 quid. I also went to CEX and traded in a load of games for this Nintendo DS Pokemon Platinum version. This game was 85 quid, right? But it's got the manual and I can sell that on eBay for more. Classic case of turning vouchers into cash. And on the theme of games, I sold this PS4 version of Killzone Steelbook for a tenner. Check out these Nike Tiempo Legends. I found these in the charity shop for 8 quid. They are the Air Zoom version. You can see that just about under the mud. I did give these a run out on the Saturday. I say run out. I'm back coaching under 7, so these were great for standing on the side with. Once I clean them up, they'll be going on eBay for about 40. Now we're all caught up. If you enjoy eBay reselling content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Let's go and hit the charity shops today, see if we can find any more bits to sell on eBay. Look at that there. Check him out, that's Mysterio off of Spider-Man. Marvel stamp at the bottom. Pretty basic articulation. This certainly isn't a high-end figure, but that'll go nice with my Spider-Man collection. I'm going to give these a go. These are called Nike Swift 2s. They're only 3 quid. It's low risk anyway, isn't it? But they're in really good condition. UK size 6.5 on the tag there. Yeah, they can do with a bit of a scrub up. But it's peak running season at the minute, isn't it? So hopefully those shouldn't hang around too long. Pair of Hotter shoes there. Hotter stamped on the side there. I do like these because they're really easy to identify and really easy to research. You can see just above the size there it says Abbey, so that is a pair of Hotter Abbey shoes. And looking at sold listings, there are hardly any at all. But these are only £1.50. When they do sell, they go for about 15 to 18, but at £1.50 I can price these super cheap and still make a reasonable profit. I took a punt on this one, Alias the board game. It was only 3 quid. I found a sold listing for a pre-owned one, 8+ post. I can obviously charge a bit more because this one is sealed. Could be a quick £5 in it, couldn't it? Have a look at this here. A Corgi tarmac truck. Condition doesn't look to be the best. And it may have the flap off the back missing as well. But people love this type of thing. Corgi, a well-recognised brand with logos from a well-recognised company. Some of the other tarmac Corgi vehicles can go for a heck of a lot. If you got the box, even more. 50p, gotta be getting it. Hey, look at this. Nintendo 3DS case with 6 games inside, 5 quid. What do you reckon the game's gonna be? Brain training. Straight away, brain training. Nintendogs. More brain training and Scrabble. Okay, that's quite cool. Korak, son of Tarzan. It's only 2 quid. It's proper retro in there. Oh, that could be quite fun, that. I'm going to go and grab a coffee now anyway. This would be something to flick through. I just bought that Korak book. But look at these here. Batman Arkham comics. These are in really nice condition too. The thing is, they're not cheap in here. How much are they? £4 each. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 in total. Spending the best part of £35 on some comics. And although they're really cool to see, I think it's going to be a bit much. Check out some of these mugs down here. Disneyland Resort Paris on the side. £1.50. And you got a white one. That'd make a nice set there, wouldn't it? What's the scale saying? 84 kilos. I'll take that. $3.99 for a pair of Salter scales. Take them too. What's this up here? Xbox 360 Afterglow controller. Still in the box, but definitely been opened before, so it is pre-owned. And they want £8 for it. Looking at solds, they go for about 15. So after fees and post, there's no value in it for reselling. But I'm just thinking this would go well with my Xbox 360. How good would it be to have it like a green controller? No, I can't. Got to stop buying stuff like that. They've got some nice jackets in here, but usually they are priced mega dear. This is that Paul and Shark one we saw the other day. They had it for, what was it, 100 odd quid? No price on it, but it's still here, innit? Helly Hansen for 25. Another Paul and Shark, reduced down to 75. But tucked at the back here, have a look at this. Sprayway. But it's Gore-Tex. Looking at the tag, it's only been put out today, and only for a tenner as well. For a Gore-Tex coat, that seems like pretty good value. Size XL as well, always popular. This one could be box standard, where I just make my money back. Or if I luck out, it could be something a bit more special. Either way, I'm picking it up just to test it out. What are these down here? These flowery ones. Skechers. Air cool memory foam on the inside. UK size 5. How much are they? £5. Just done a quick Google lens, and these are called gliders. The last one sold for about 18 plus post. These are in decent condition too. A little bit of CX trading on the rack. Forza Horizon 2 for Xbox One. Just check if it's in there. Yep, there we go. That one trades in for a £5 voucher. Have a look at these. A pair of Clark's Active Air sandals, UK 9. I've got something about pre-owned sandals. They are a bit like, ooh, I don't know about them. But they sell pretty well. Bit of scuffing on the front there. So condition isn't perfect. But generally, it's pretty good. Solds of sandals like this, 20 quid and up. So for £4.50, I'll try and get these sold over the summer months. Got some nice old Brio sets in the window. Look at that one there. Hang on, 35 quid for that. One of two, so they're bundling in that track as well. That one at the back, 100 quid. And it's missing a man. Have a look at this. This is really cool. The Complete American Statehood Quarter Collection. 30 quid. Keep that in mind. But look at this. It's got a map of all the American states and then a quarter from each one. To complete the set, you'd have to find that one on eBay. But for the right collector, that would be an awesome piece, wouldn't it? Looking at sold listings, a lot of them are obviously from America, and they range from 30 to 50. So at that 30 quid there, considering I'd have to buy another quarter as well, not worth it. But very cool to see. £1 teddies. And perched on the top here, we've got a Puppet Company owl. There's a little Puppet Company tag there. But the good thing about this one, have a look at this. It comes with 3 of the baby owls as well. Now this set should come with a book. So I might just have a little look in the kiddies' books to see if it's there. But even if it's not there, I think the baby owls sell well on their own. So for £1, that's got to be worth it. This could be a little shout here. It's a hair wand. Babulous on the handle there. Type F48H. £3.50. I'm looking at solds, they go for 15. Thing is, there's none listed and 3 sold, so the sell-through rate's really good. Vintage Glamour. Very interesting. Just received an offer on eBay there. In my last video, I picked up a Salford Rugby League top. It's from the early 1990s. No solds, no idea how to price it. I only paid £3 for it. Hawkins Emporium reached out to me on Instagram. I tell you, some of the shirts he picks up at the boot sales, unbelievable. And all he said, price it high, price it 100 quid. So that's what I've done, listed it up for 100. On the day I listed it, I had an offer for 50 come in. I thought, look, let's just let it roll a little bit. Just had an offer come in then, 60 quid. Bearing in mind it's only been up for about a week. I did only pay £3, I'm tempted. I'm going to mull over it, I think. While I do, check out some of these bits that I've actually sold. I've only got 5 sales to show you this weekend. I've not sold a Game of Thrones book bundle for ages. What you got to watch out with this bundle, the books are big, they're heavy, and it's expensive to post. But when you can get them cheap enough, they still sell pretty well. This sold on the same day as listing for 30 quid. What I like about these books, right, is check out this cover artwork. I've not come across this style before. They're published by Harper Voyager. You can see it down there. If I'm honest, I completely forgot Game of Thrones books was an actual thing. And if I can find them cheap enough in the future, I'll be picking them up. Gela is not a shoe brand that is particularly on my radar. I got these from that big load of stuff from Reese a couple of weeks ago. These have hardly been worn at all. They've got a little waterproof sign on there, but no other real distinguishing features on them. UK size 5, they went for 20. A Raichu Evolutions Hollow, that went for 6. Professor Nod board game, never heard of this one before. It's by Peter Pan Playthings, real basic, right? You just got to get from the start to finish, and there are certain shortcuts you can take, but you need to ask Professor Nod if you can make them. Real basic mechanism inside him, you push in a card and he tells you if you can do it or not. Thing is, the mechanism is so basic, I wasn't sure if it was actually working properly. He just always seemed to say yes. I took him apart, cleaned it all, put all the springs back in, but I could never get him to say no. If that's fully working, it sells for 40 quid, but I'm not confident enough that it is fully working, so I stuck it up for parts. I had it listed for 20, took an offer of 15. I had a big load of Skylanders. I looked every single one of them up individually, and only 3 out of the bundle was worth selling on its own. The rest I've stuck up on auction, and that'll finish in a few days. This was one of the ones worth sticking up on its own. It's a Trap Team Trap, sold for £11.50. Now I think I'm going to let that rugby league shirt play out a little bit. If I don't get any more nibbles over the next few weeks, I can just keep on lowering the price until I do. I'm in no rush to sell it, really. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Catch up with you in the next one.